Hey guys, what is up? This is Matt Davis Smeedy once again. Welcome back to another movie review, aka After I Saw. I was gonna do this yesterday, but I was just pretty tired after I got done eating dinner. But anyways, today I'm gonna review Eighth Grade, and this is a film that I've been really anticipating. The trailer really interested me, and it's by A24, and A24 has become very big with movies. They release like 10 movies a year now, and it's pretty cool. Maybe even more than that. But so yeah, I was really looking forward to this one. So, 13-year-old Kayla endures the tidal wave of contemporary suburban adolescence as she makes her way through the last week of middle school, the end of her thus far disastrous eighth grade year before she begins high school. And I already mentioned that this was one of those films that where it took a month for it to get a wider release, and I can say that the wait was definitely worth it. It was just what I was hoping for it to be, and it definitely surprised me on multiple levels. And this is both a drama comedy film, and you know how Lady Bird was a mother daughter film? This is kind of more like a father daughter film, in my opinion. How, we don't hear anything about her mom, the main character's mom. I'm assuming I forgot if they mentioned anything about her mom, but the point is, she lives with her dad now, and there is so much to love. First off, Elsie Fisher is fantastic in this movie. She plays the shy girl, the one that doesn't, people don't pay much attention to her. And nobody really picks on her at school. She just feels like that nobody likes her that much. And that's one thing that I have to give it praise for. This isn't a movie where, a kid is being bullied, because that's not what it's going for. It goes for mainly her final week of uh, eighth grade. I mean, duh, that's basically what I just mentioned. What I was really surprised for was its R rating. It is rated R, but I feel like even though it's R-rated, I think that this is a film that teenagers should still watch. I mean, it is about a 14-year-old girl after all, and or excuse me, 13-year-old, as I mentioned before. I'm sorry, something's up with my brain today. But her performance alone makes this film absolutely charming and entertaining. Like, there are multiple moments with her. Like, she also has this own YouTube channel that she has. She doesn't feel like anybody watches her YouTube videos that much, except for this one person that you see in near the end of the film. And what I was really surprised with was there are multiple Easter eggs to animation, basically. Like, there's a couple mentions of animated films and animated shows. There's a couple of animated merchandise things. Oh, and they talk about a very popular animated show, which, which I was like, oh my god, I can't believe they just mentioned that. I thought was really cool. This was a very endearing film to watch, and for its hour and 34-minute runtime, I would have liked it more if it ran just 10 more minutes, because I was really intrigued by this, because watching this girl just going through her last days of eighth grade, it really shows that people have struggled with eighth grade, and it certainly does show that for the people that were in eighth grade, really can relate to this character, and that's something that I have to give it props for. I give it props for everything, because it's just so great to see a film like this to actually understand the lives of how some people were in school and they didn't feel like they fit in that much, and how we can all be the shy one, and that's something that it's pretty much one of the best things I can say about this film. Like, I'm so glad that I finally got to see this, and I was a little tempted because I could have saw it last weekend, but it was going to be wider the week after it, so and it was definitely worth the wait. So overall, eighth grade is a charming, entertaining, I wouldn't say dramatic. There isn't really anything sad about this film. It's or let's just say deeply emotional. I mean, there are a couple of moments that do rely on that. Not really that much. It's both a dramatic and funny and surprisingly very entertaining film about a 13-year-old girl who goes to her last week of eighth grade. I could also say middle school, but it's just I had a great time with it, and I'm glad I saw it. This is by far one of the best films of the year and one of the best films of the summer. If you have a chance to check this film out, definitely do that. I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5. And I mean it. I can't really think of anything that I didn't necessarily disliked about the film. Because it just really intrigued me with the fact it mainly focuses on the one main character, and certainly does do that in a very grateful way. A24 has delivered another phenomenal film, and I hope they keep making more of that. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully, I'll have more. I'm gonna go to my grandma's house this weekend, and not this weekend because this weekend's starting to pass, but you know what I mean. Hopefully, I'll have more videos then. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Word out.